let's do our final last page. Before I started, I did cut a 1-inch piece of my fourth paper set, and I used this brown stripe. So that is what I did first. Alright, so now I have something in mind. So let's grab my ruler and let's see how we can do that. Okay, first of all, we are going to measure the middle. And yeah, again, you can draw it, but it is not necessary. So this is my middle, and I also need this middle. Okay, so grab a piece of paper. Here we go. And I think we can cut this fully. So let's just give that a go. Alright, let's make a flippity flop. And right away on the other side, a flippity flop. Okay. Fold it. Okay, so we are going to cut this. Now you also can do first your tape. Not necessarily, but you can. Here we go. Okay, so let's cut this. And if I'm going to cut this, I'm just going to stay on my left side of my mark. And for this one, I'm going to stay on my right side of that mark. And it's just a slightly millimeter. Okay. Cut that down. Where is it? There we go. Okay, and then we are going to cut for my next mark again, just on my left side, and then I'm just going to slide this to the bottom on this side, and I'm going to make that mark on my right side. Okay. So this is my left. And this is my left, I think, was this one and this one. So if I did it correctly, then it's just fitting perfect. Okay, let's go for this one. So for this one, exactly the same. Wait just a sec. Wait just a minute. Those two are here. Yep. And this one was here. Oh yeah, from here. Oh my gosh. See how quickly I am disorientated. That quickly. Here we go. This piece. And the other one. Yes. Okay, cool. and these two were from here. Did I did it correctly? I think I did. Yep. Pages up. Pages up. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. And then this must be fitting. So I'm just going to start with one piece. Now they are playing, those two little ones. Okay, all the way till the edge. So I'm just gonna focus here that I have a small millimeter away. I don't want to have a big gap. Push it down. Now I am gonna flip this, it's easier. Okay, same thing. I'm just gonna watch the small amount. Don't you just love it? The sound of those two. Yeah. Dogs gonna look on their bosses. On their owners. Alright, every time check, check, check if you are straight. Look, I love it. Just a small piece from each other, so they are not bumping into each other. Love it. Okay, this is not done. Definitely not done. I want to make little corners for the closure. Can we have some leftover pieces? Let's see what I still have. A white, I think a 2 by 2 is nice. Yeah, 2 by 2, so the small ones will do. Well, wait, we also need to have a 2.5. We also need to have some hinges, of course. So a 2.5. Yeah, they all do. They all do. So I'm just gonna go for the shortest ones. 1, 2. I think that will do. I think. And otherwise I just grab another one. Alright, so we're gonna make a first. Let's make a bottom one. And a side piece. And let's cut this also. Fold this. Okay, so fold one piece. And let's cut this too. Let's fold this. And let's cut this also in two. Like it. And now we're just gonna cut from fold line to fold line. That's it. Yes, and when that is done, you just can place some tape on. It's actually not even necessary to cut these these leftovers because you're just gonna put papers over it, so that's not actually necessary. But I'm just gonna check if this is wide enough. Maybe I like it a little bit bigger. This is really small, and that was a 2. Maybe a 3 is better. Yeah, let's test out a 3, but then I don't think that I can do it with these guys, because then I definitely need a 3.5. Nope, 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 nope. Let me give it a try with a 3. I do gonna save my 2 just in case that I change my mind again. So if I'm gonna do a 3, then we can cut this a 4x4. That makes sense. Let's cut it a 4x4, because I am now gonna score all the way around. And before I am gonna cut this down, I'm just gonna put tape on. Then we are gonna cut the corners. And we are going to cut from corner to corner. Could have done that earlier also. And then it should be a 3x3 corner. Check, check, check. Yes, then I have 3x3 corner. That's way better than this small guy. Okay. Yeah, that's so much better. So I am gonna make 4 of these. 4 of these little guys. So again, I'm gonna cut mine 4x4. I don't think that this is a 4. Oh, it is. It is. So let's make another one. Okay, so I have 4 pieces. And like I told you earlier, you don't need to cut these because there was paper going over it. Okay, glue these down in each corner. And you also don't need to use tape because we're going to use our design paper. Go, last one. Here we go. Okay, check. Page straight. Nice. Extra place for photos. And this is going to be our closure. I love it. Cool. Alright, so we're gonna do the decorations, and I think I just might leave this plain. Or do you want to have a pocket? Nice spot for extra pictures. Yeah, I think we have enough tags and everything, don't you think? Nice belly band machine maybe? No, I'm just gonna keep this plain. Alright, so I'm gonna start with the front decorations, and if you want to join, please join. Okay guys, I'm gonna decorate these, and I'm gonna use these two papers to see at the front, and I'm gonna use the busy one for the triangles. So how you can do that the best? Well, the best, I don't know. Same as always, because it's a triangle, it's a little bit trickier. Okay, that is my first two marks. So I can cut these. Okay, that's one. And I think since we now have these, the first cut, what if I cut that straight? I think that we then have, oh my gosh, what's this? This totally off. Okay, throw it away. I don't know. Where was I? What was I thinking? This mark is totally off. Okay, let's do this differently. So this was a 3-inch. So I'm gonna cut mine 3/7/8. Let's do this differently. 3. So it's a 2. Let's make a mark, guys. 2/7/8. That's what I need. 2/7/8. Okay, check. Yep, that's nice. And what if I cut again a 2/7/8? And then I'm gonna split it. Let's check it out, guys. Check. Or I make a mark right here so I have it perfect instead of guessing. Because I think if I split it in two, then I don't have my black mark. Okay, so if I now cut this, so this will do. And then I can cut this, same thing. Little black edge, tiny little black edge. Oh, this is gonna be gentle. Yep, there we go. Love this cutting thing. Always am in love with it. Okay, fits perfect. And I don't think that the design needs to be any direction. I don't think that's necessary. Just goes with how it goes. So even if you don't pay attention on your paper design, that is even better. That makes sense. Does that make sense? For me it does make sense. It does. Okay, tiny little black edges. This we still can recut. Here we go. Okay, this you still can use for something. And then I only need, well, I have one miscutting, but otherwise I would have used a full strip of paper, but my mistake, but that's okay. Don't panic, we do have plenty of papers. Plenty of papers. Now I just told you that you don't need to pay attention on your cuttings. And you don't need to. So I'm just gonna flip this direction. Yep. Alright, now let's focus and do this correctly. Mark. By the way, I just cut my meat for in my soup. And oh my gosh, the smell. My complete house is smelling this soup. And even the dogs are happy because they were standing right beside me when I cut the meat. And of course there was always a little left over. Especially Roger can use some fat. She's so skinny. Here we go. Nice. Okay, and then I like to use this for the inside to keep it nice and cozy. Oh, nice and cozy, well, but I like to stay as close, yep. Let me first cut the first piece. I'm just going to make 2 marks, but I'm going to cut this fully, of course, so I can go on the right side as well. So I'm going to keep this straight so I can use it right away as a little puzzle. Keep straight. I want to try to leave the roses intact. Images. Do my best. Do my best. I'm still correct? Yep. Okay. This is not correct. It was this way, wasn't it? Yeah. Somehow this is a little too wide. Then I'm just going to cut it this way. Just 1 millimeter off. Can it be stressful, this hobby? Oh yes, it definitely can. Definitely. Not always a perfect hobby. Yep, this direction. Okay, nice black edge. Move this a little up. Nice. Okay. So my next move is to put this, because this is, well, I don't think it's that different. That, how you call that? I don't think it's that, I call that obvious for this design to. So I think if you even put it this direction, nobody sees it. I think, but I'm just gonna keep trying. Or this, or this. Already, well, this one, I guess. So check, check, check. Yes. Here we go. Oh, how many times? Yep. As many as it takes. As many as it takes. Okay, guys, so the other two, you get the picture, guys, don't you? You get the picture. So I'll be back in a second when I'm done with these two. So find what you just cut off. If you want to do this, I'm just going to try it. I'm just going to try that the images are floating as it is, but you never know. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Okay guys, so I decided to do the inside plain and solid. So for the leftover pieces, yep, I used the back of this piece of paper, and of course I had another strip of the front. So that is for the back, and then I chose for this nice solid blue one for, I really like how this, with these corners and everything, so it's perfect to add a nice big picture, or you can put 4 small pictures and write something down here. Perfect, just solid and simple. Okay, and now we go to the closure. I cut 2 booklets, and mine are, let's say it's 7 by 4 3/4, 2 times 7 by 4 3/4 booklets. That's what I am going to use. So I have one for the bottom, and the other one just slides to the top. So that's a little bit what I had in mind. So for the closure, so let's decorate these nice 2 big cards. So what do you say? And I do have something in mind with this one to make just a simple one. Nothing difficult about. You can do the corners if you like. Well, maybe only the bottom. go. Let's keep this pure and simple, because I think we already did quite nice already. There we go. Here we go. It can't go any simpler than this. I think, of course, I do like to have the background, but the inside I definitely want to keep this plain. So I just use the same for the background. Just to prove you that I can do simple. Of course I can. And the smooching is just always makes everything so nice. Here we go. I think it's the simplest card I ever made. Yeah, that's nice. And then I think I like this for the top one. Look how perfect this is. I don't even think that you need two, but this everything holds it on its place as well. But two is better, I think. I don't know. But anyways, I am gonna do another one. So what fits with the bottom? I want to keep it simple as well. Let me think about that for just a moment. Okay guys, and then my next one, I chose for this one because it's a nice brown, and because we did also some brown here, so I think this fits marvelous. Let's see if it nice fits. So this at the bottom, and I added a strip with brown and black just to give it a little extra, and then this at the top. What do you think? I like it. It looks a little bit like a tile, like a Delft's blue tile. Yay! Oh, that's a nice closure, a nice ending page. I love it. Okay. Yep, and I think it's flat enough. Alright, even after you put your pictures on. Okay, guys! Let's check. Let's check. So we have all our pages ready. Look at that. I will close it down. See, and I still have some space left. If I lift it up and I see, I still have space left. And that's cool because we still have the inserts and you want to add pictures in. So definitely we need some space still. Okay, guys. Do I see you next time? I will see you next time. I go to my soup. Alright. See you. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back this morning. So what's next? Okay, so we have finished all our pages. And we finished the boxes. I need to think a little bit because I had a plan for the spine, but I already put these on, so I definitely need to think about what I like to do with that, how I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna think about that for just a sec because we have two spines. Maybe I want to do something with the ribbons, but I don't know if that's a cool thing to do. And otherwise we could do the back, but I'm gonna test it out for just one sec. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. I'm go for it. So what I did is I cut two pieces of paper, and I'm gonna tell you in a second what size it is. The wideness is at least 5 1/4, so we overlapping the spine a little bit. Definitely want to do something with all these ribbons. So I am going to put tape on as close as I can on this piece of paper. Here we go. Okay, so what I did was I grabbed my spine, and this is the full size of it, and then I just like to overlap it a little bit. This is the front, by the way. The spine, so I have a 3/4 extra to go around it. So that is the 5 1/4. So just measure yours and see if this fits nice, and it does, fits nice. So, and then I just added double-sided tape on, and then I think I also like to have a little 1 or 2 layers on the back. And we always can come back later if we want to add more. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing with the other one, and then I'll come back for you guys. Alright. Okay guys, next I am going to cut these ribbons just a fraction longer, like that. And we're going to do that with all of them. Not sure exactly how many I need, so I'm just gonna go first. Okay, so for now I have 5 different ones. And we definitely need that double. There goes my pencil. Okay, that's my first start, and of course we need to do that again with the other one. So, and then we're just gonna see how we want to start this. What kind of order do you like? The gray one maybe fits nice in here. I'm talking to myself, I know. I like the contrast of all colors. See? This is a great order. So dark, light, dark, well, design, and light. Something like that. So I'm going to start with this. Okay. And then the opposite side above. And then we're going to see how far we go. And then for the other one. Oh my gosh, where am I going to start with? Okay guys, I peeled off my tape, but I also like to use my fabric tack. It's a nice fabric glue. I'm just going to add a tiny little bit on, just to be sure that everything holds it down. Just a thin layer will do. So I like to start with the dark one. And then it was, which one it was? The white one. Don't even know which one it was. Oh my gosh. White, this one, and then this one. And the grey one, yep, it was. Okay. So I'm gonna try to not see any papers. Then it was this one. And then as last, the grey one. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, when I have those two ready, I'm going to do exactly the same with the other one. So we're going to end up with the same. Peel off your tape and cut your ribbons and do the same thing with the other one. Okay, then my next step was cutting each one again 4 times. Don't think that I need that much, but let's give it a go. That was off. So I'm gonna start, only the gray one I don't have 4 times. So I first go with the ones that I do have 4 times. Here we go. And if I turn this around, let's see, I think we're already there. Actually, I hope not, because I cut all my ribbons already. Even the ones that I only have 2. White, blue, and then this one, as you can see, it's not completely straight, but that's okay. All right, so that's, and then I think a nice one for the middle one. But this is for so far how I like it. So I'm gonna continuing with doing the same one with the other one. And then yes, I did cut too many. These I actually do not need. Maybe I can make a little bows with them. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna end with the gray one. So I'm just gonna use my fabric tag. Yes, okay. All the way around. Nice, I like it. I'm not gonna use the lace. So I only have miscut these 2, but the rest will nicely fit. And now I'm going to wrap it around. Let's see how we can do that. With this one I also gonna use a little fabric tag just to be sure. Alright. I'm focused, guys. I'm so focused. Just to try to do this as neat as possible. There we go. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. You can put right away some tape on the back. Here we go. Okay, 4 pieces to do. Yeah, cool. Okay guys, I'm gonna add, I also have tape on the back fully. And now I'm gonna use, I also can use the art glitter glue. But let me just, I have it now in my hand. I am gonna put glue as close as I can get to the edges. That's my first priority. As close as I can be. And then all the way around. Okay, now before I'm gonna add this, I absolutely want that the spine is good with the glue. Wait, otherwise I have my clothes hanging into. And I have something under. You also can put a book or something below, so it's not that hanging. So now I am nicely straight. Alright, put this on. Try to see if the top. Yes, and if I am on the right spot, then I just can push it down. And before I even gonna bend this, I want to be sure that it holds it down. So take your time doing this. Make sure everything is nicely attached with the tape and the glue. Especially on the corners, but also at the ends. And then I'm just gonna let this dry before I even do anything with it. Okay, I'll let this dry. In the meantime, I'm gonna do the other side. Okay. Okay guys, in the meantime, we're gonna let this dry. I'm gonna start with the binding. Yes! Lots of work to do, guys. But let this dry. Let this dry before you even bend it.